It's Rick Insell Live. 1 hour of women's basketball conversation featuring the head coach of the Middle Tennessee Lady Raiders. Be part of the show by dropping us your questions or comments to blueraidernet@gmail.com. Tonight's show is presented by Ascend Federal Credit Union, the exclusive credit union of Blue Raider Athletics. Bud Light, it's for the fans. And Ascension St. Thomas, the official hospital partner of MTSU. Now, with Coach Rick Insell, here's the voice of the Lady Raiders, Joe Fisher.
Coming up.
Well, it's great to be with you from the Boulevard Bar and Grill, and we got a full house. This is a packed house tonight. Talking Lady Raider basketball, the entire Lady Raider team is with us. I think Rick Insell is with us as well.
I'm telling you, it's all the way around.
All the way around. That's right. We're full. We're glad to have you with us. The whole team is here tonight. The entire Lady Raider team is here. So if you're out and about, you want to come by and say hi, get a picture made, get some autographs, do whatever you want. Come on, they're here. They may be in the middle of eating, but that's okay. You can come and join us, and we're glad to have you with us. This team is 21-6 on the year and still number 1 in Conference USA at 13-1 to 2 weeks of the regular season left to go. And this is the last week at home with games against New Mexico State and UTEP coming up on Thursday and on Saturday. Coach, we'll talk about these games that we just played here on the road earlier, but I want to start with the fact that championship teams are able to overcome adversity. And this team overcame a lot of adversity this week.
Well, it's me and our women in this conference, it's tough to win 2 games on the road.
Yep.
It's just tough. It's hard to do. And if everything goes right, it's tough. But when everything goes wrong, it's even tougher. And, you know, our athletes, they don't need to be stressed out. And that's one of the things that we try to do as a coaching staff is to make sure that we feed them the right way, we got them on schedule, we stay at the right places, we travel the right way. I mean, everything that's given to us by our administration, we appreciate. Mm-hmm. But in a time like this weekend, you know, we had 8 inches of snow coming in on Tuesday night and Wednesday morning. And, you know, we just took a chance. We wanted to try to get out early, but we took a chance. And we didn't get them in the bed till 9 o'clock the first night. And we sat on the jet bridge didn't work at Monroe, so we had to sit on the plane for an hour there.
Yep.
An hour in Atlanta, and had a 2-hour wait, and then an hour more,
yep.
And then the same thing in Nashville, and then we get there and the bus is torn up. You know, the lights are blinking on the dash, and we've got a driver that doesn't really know what's going on, and so he gets us to the gym. We shoot him for about 45 minutes, and we take them to eat, get them back to the room by 9 o'clock, and then the next morning, you know, the bus still wasn't working, and I was in fear of taking our players on a 4.5-hour drive in that cold weather. And so Courtney had to make some decisions, and she did, along with Zachy and Carrie, and got us another bus. And then we were able to we got to Huntsville. The driver was good,
yes,
although the luggage came up
yes, it did.
through the trip. The luggage doors come off or up or whatever. We finally get to Huntsville, Texas, and then you know, we didn't practice till 5 o'clock the next day, but we got up that morning. Courtney comes to me and says, "Hey, the bus won't start." So here we are at it again. So, you know, but we were able to do some things with our time, and she did get another bus and get it started and get us to the practice, and then was able to get up the next morning. The bus won't start. So, you know, it was stress all the way through the whole thing.
It was, yeah.
And I want to commend our coaches. They did a great job keeping everybody calm, cool, except me. and Courtney.
Courtney did a tremendous job.
Keeping everything going,
Oh,
keeping
my gosh.
us on time.
Yep, she did. She was awesome. Yeah.
You know, she all that time, all them chewings that she took, all them 4 or 5 years came through. You know, because I saw her out there shaking that finger at a time or two at the bus drivers, so she knew what to do.
Yeah, and it worked out. And you go and you get 2 wins on the road, 2 tough games. I mean, they were, and I've been around you this year, Rick, been really privileged to be around you and go to practice and see how you do things. And you not only talk about X's and O's and all those kind of things, but you talk about toughness and you talk about what you call grit. And I think these 2 games on Thursday and Saturday came down to toughness and grit for you to win. Well,
Thursday night, La Tech has got a lot of tradition. They've got a good program. They're well coached. They got good players. And they hadn't lost a game at home, Joe, in the conference.
Right.
They were undefeated in the
conference. They were 6-0.
At home.
That's right.
Mm-hmm. And we knew that going in. We didn't say a whole lot to our players about that. But last year, the first game of the year, we went to La Tech. We went undefeated last year in our conference. The first game of the year, we had to go into overtime to win the game. Mm-hmm. So we knew it was going to be tough. And it was. And I can commend our players. Nas, Courtney, Jalen, Tamia, Alina. Savannah came in and did a great, they all just went in. It was a team win, every one of them did something. I thought and her parents are here tonight, and I'm not saying this because her parents are here, because it's a fact. One of the biggest plays of the whole night was that corner 3 that Alina hit.
There's no doubt about it. That's right.
I was going to put someone else in, and Matt said, no, we're going with her. I said, okay. Well, she came through. And that's what you do when you're a competitor. Yeah. And we got a bunch of competitors sitting in the back there.
They're all in the back right there. The whole team is here tonight.
Yeah.
We're glad to have them with us. And so you can come out and visit and say hi and get pictures made and get autographs. Glad to have you with us. That win over Louisiana Tech, 55-46. Anastasia had 16 points, 11 rebounds. She's got 23 career double-doubles. She had another one coming up against Sam Houston on the game on Saturday. But then Savannah, and let's talk about that, because in that second half, that game was close. And you get to the third quarter, and Savannah hit 3 really big three-pointers in that third quarter.
I threatened her.
Oh, did you?
No, I didn't. But that's what she was brought in here to do.
Yeah.
She's on scholarship, knock down threes, and she did. And we needed all 3 of them.
Yep. Yeah, she was terrific. And I know, and I talked to Savannah after the game. She was our player of the game for that game, as she certainly should have been. And it was funny because I talked to her and I said, you're a shooter. And everybody knows that, but still they've been trying to convince you to shoot. When you get the shot, take it. And she said, yeah, I was. And she told me, she said, I was kind of reluctant at first, but now I understand that's what they expect me to do.
She gets the basketball. If they give her any open lane at all, she's to shoot the ball.
Yep.
And everybody knows her role. She knows her role. She's getting better every day as a defensive player, too.
That's right.
But we got some other young ladies back there that's in the same mode, really, that just any day can step up over that line. We got some players there still, with the games we've got left to play, is going to get a chance to maybe win a game for us. You got to stay on go. You got to stay ready. And that's what we preach to them every day. So you hadn't got in a month. Well, Monique Martin didn't get in for 2 months. And my oldie goldies in here remember that. But we're playing in the finals of the Conference USA tournament my first year here. And I told them at halftime, my coaches were going to put Monique in, and they just went up the wall. Said, she hadn't played 2 months, Coach. We got a chance to get in the NCAA tournament. I just got a feeling about her. Well, she scored 16, 18 points in the next 4 minutes. And we went on and beat the team up north that they were ranked in the top 20 at that time. And we beat them a second time that year and went on to the NCAA tournament.
You've had players that have stepped up in situations. Emily Monson did it. Savannah's done it. You've had players make
Gracie Dodgen.
You've got players that, and you preach this all the time. You never know when your number's going to be called, but when it is, you need to be ready. And this team has responded to that.
Well, we have so far, and I'm really proud of them. I'll just tell you right now, they're 21-6. We got four games left in the conference, and then they got a chance to win the conference championship again, and then got to go to the tournament. And our goal is to win the conference championship and go to the tournament ranked number 1 in the conference, and that's what we've got to this point now. Like I told you last week, we can smell the barn, and so we're headed downhill to the barn. So we got to finish it off.
There are 4 teams in the nation that have won 17 games or more over the last 20 years. Middle Tennessee is one of those 4. I mean, I'm telling you, this is.
You want to tell what the other 2?
Well, that would be UConn. That would
Tennessee.
be Tennessee.
Who's it?
Baylor.
Baylor
would
and
be
then
the
Middle
other.
Tennessee
and Middle
State.
Tennessee. Those are the 4.
Now there's a catch to that. The catch is we'd have won more games, more than 17 if it hadn't been for COVID. That's the most we could have won during the COVID year.
Right.
Because they won plus 20, I think, the 2 years before I got here. Stephanie Smith did and went to the NCAA tournament. So, this program has been a great program for many, many years. And Dr. McPhee, Stephanie Smith was here and Dr. McPhee was here, he was determined to keep this program where it was. And that's why right now you've got what you've got.
Absolutely. We'll take a break. We'll come back more with Rick Insell Live coming up from the Boulevard Bar and Grill after this from Van Wagner.
When it comes to money, I'm a saver.
Me too. Though I can also be a bit of a spender.
Well, Ascend has got you both covered. With our interest-earning checking, you can
Earn interest so I can save money for my beach trip?
Sure. And with our rewards checking, you can
Get cash back for my purchases? Tap reward?
Yep. So no matter how you handle your money, Ascend Federal Credit Union has the right checking account for you. Interest-earning checking earns 3.56% annual percentage yield up to $15,000. Some restrictions apply.
Not feeling well and need to see a doctor? Find the care you need now at Ascension St. Thomas. We're here with 24/7 ER care, same-day care, and walk-in urgent care for broken bones, sprains, allergies, sore throats, and more. Visit ascension.org/St. Thomas Care to get the right care at the right place at the right time. Serving Middle Tennessee State University, Murfreesboro, and surrounding communities.
When you make the right decision, it feels good, like picking the perfect accent rug or choosing a good night's sleep over an all-night crime show binge. It feels really good to make the right insurance decision, too. That's why State Farm is here to help you select the right protection at the right price. Hello, I'm State Farm Agent Deb Insell, and I'll make sure that you understand your State Farm coverages so you'll know what to expect if the unexpected happens. With State Farm, it's easy to make the right choice. Like a good neighbor, State Farm is there.
Nothing is more expensive than a missed opportunity that could have changed your life. Maybe you're just graduating high school, or are working and need to earn a degree to advance your career. Or you aspire to be a leader, and a graduate degree can make that happen. Whether you're just starting out or retooling for the future, Middle Tennessee State University can help you get there. MTSU, the University of Opportunities.
Roscoe Brown is proud to be a longtime supporter of MTSU athletics and your locally owned HVAC and plumbing company for over 80 years. Roscoe Brown has been the trusted name for heating, cooling, and plumbing for Middle Tennessee homeowners and businesses. Call 888-MY-ROSCOE to schedule your HVAC or plumbing service today. Turn to the experts at Carrier and Roscoe Brown. People you know, a name you trust. Go Blue Raiders.
Roscoe Brown. RoscoeBrown.com.
Last 30. The Orthopedic Alliance takes great pride in supporting and treating Middle Tennessee State University athletes, providing expert treatment of injuries to bones, joints, or muscles. TOA's team of orthopedic specialists can get you back in the game. Same-day appointments and walk-ins are welcome. Injured? Visit one of our many ortho urgent cares, or to make an appointment, call 1-855-NEED-TOA or visit www.toa.com. TOA, the official team doctor for Blue Raider Athletics.
Coming up in 3, 2, 1.
And welcome back to the Boulevard Bar and Grill. We got a full house tonight talking Lady Raider basketball. The entire Lady Raider team is here. They're all in the back, and we're glad to have you come and join us and see them and have an opportunity to maybe get some pictures made, get some autographs. Good to see them. This is one of the winningest teams in the school's history in terms of certainly the seniors on their long run. And so good to have you come out and visit with them. Let's talk, Rick, 59-46 win over Sam Houston. And it was a game in Huntsville, Texas, that was contentious from the beginning. It was a physical, to say the least, game, and you were fighting hard for your team from the start.
Well, you know, a lot of people have a lot of different ways to defend our basketball team, and I respect that. You know, you got to coach your team the way you got to coach them. But I'm telling you right now, that was one of the most aggressive games that we played in a long time. Excuse me. You know, they were just, you know, we had Cab. I thought they knocked her out, I thought. Yep. And then Alina got undercut and fell on another player and got a foul called on her when they undercut her. It showed it, you know. The hot touch rule out front where you touched them, evidently they revised that where you get 2 touches and an open field tackle. That's what I got upset about.
I don't think people know, Rick, that you are allowed 2 touches. If you're defending a player, you're allowed 2
well,
basic
really
hand
one,
checks
and then
if
the
you
second
want.
touch is a foul.
Yeah.
And but, you know, once you touch twice and you open field tackle, I mean, good gracious alive. And then that's what I got upset about. I thought some of our players was going to get hurt.
Yeah.
And, you know, we're sitting in number 1 slot right now. And we pretty much had the game in. We was up 20, I think. Yeah. And then you still just going right at it. And so I did. I hadn't been that upset probably in a long time.
No, I hadn't seen that in a while. And
probably didn't help that we had to change buses 3 times.
Yeah, it probably didn't. You're right.
We sat on an airplane for half a day.
Yeah.
You know, it probably didn't. There were some other things going on in the background that I didn't like either, but that was that probably didn't help all that with my psyche, to be honest with you.
Well, am I right, Rick? You called timeout with 30 seconds left in the game.
I did.
And I think the only reason you called the timeout because you wanted to talk to that official face-to-face.
I did.
That's right.
I did. And, you know, I hadn't done that in a long time.
Yeah.
But I just felt like that she needed to know that this was not the way the game was designed to play.
Yeah.
And, you know, and we got her again. We got her at Liberty. So, you know, I don't know if I did any good or not. We'll probably see.
Well, but I think one of the and Naz was our player of the game for that particular game after her double-double once again. And she said, you know, we were frustrated. Our emotions got the best of us early, but we found a way to overcome all that and win. And that's what really, really good teams do.
Well, Naz is a senior, and that's what you do. Jalen Gregory is a senior. Cab's a senior. Alina's a senior. So, you know, those guys they just know how to do it. And, you know, they did what they had to do to win the basketball game. And we got 2 wins on the road again, which is tough. And I'm real proud of them. I'm telling you, I was very, very proud of our basketball team. Really more proud of our players than I've probably been all year. Not that we won the games as much the way they handled everything. They were on time. They paid attention. They were coachable, you know, and that's what we needed.
Well, it's funny because on that game on Saturday, you know, almost every time you like to go to the gym and get an hour shoot around, get in and do a little bit. With the early start, you decided not to do that. You decided to do a walkthrough in the ballroom, and literally that's putting adhesive tape down in the ballroom and making a lane and drawing up how you're going to walk through things, and that's what you did for that game.
Well, the last time we did that was Princeton, and we got it handed to us.
Yeah, I know, yeah.
So we hadn't done that the rest of the year. We've been getting up early, and so knowing that we're going to be in the tournament in 2 weeks, I felt like we need to try this thing again because we've done this in the past a lot. And so I told Matt, Tom, Kim, Nina, we need to go with this. We need to try to go again, not get them up, not take them over there, go through a walkthrough, see how they handle this. Are they on time? Do they come down in their pajamas? Are they coming in ready to play or what? They came in, they were ready to play. They were very attentive. They got right through the scout, and then they went to breakfast. So I was pretty pleased with that going to the game. But I didn't know kickoff was at 12 o'clock.
Yeah, that's right. We'll take a break. We'll come back more with Rick Insell right after this. This is Lady Raider basketball from Van Wagner.
Looking for something to take your mind off this traffic? How about a true story of instant success? Did you hear about the two friends who went grocery shopping in Ashland City and picked up everything on their list plus $75,000? Or the one where a truck driver made a last-minute stop off Interstate 40 and drove off with a cool $1 million? All their lives changed in an instant, and yours could too. So stop by your local retailer for your chance with instant games from the Tennessee Lottery. Game-changing, life-changing fun. Please play responsibly.
Murfreesboro Medical Clinic is proud to be the official medical group of MTSU Athletics. We all win big when we work as a team for better health. Just like MTSU's athletes and coaches, our healthcare professionals work tirelessly to make our community proud. At MMC, we really are true blue. MTSU is our hometown team, and your health is our mission. Visit mmclinic.com or call us at 615-893-4480.
The MTSU Alumni Association is proud of its more than 130,000 living alumni who are leading, teaching, entertaining, researching, flying, farming, nursing, and more worldwide. Every Blue Raider accomplishment adds value to your degree. Are you connected to the MTSU National Alumni Association? Visit mtalumni.com to share what you're doing. Update your information and see how you can be involved and informed. You can also follow us on Facebook, Twitter, and Instagram.
When the arena lights dim for a concert, or when the crowd becomes one at a big game, you can almost feel like you're the biggest fan. But who's your biggest fan? It's the person that will get you home safely after a night of drinking. It's the person who looks out for your life to make sure you leave the stadium with someone sober. This could be a designated driver or someone who offers to get you a ride share. Because in Tennessee, fans don't let fans drive drunk. Brought to you by the Tennessee Highway Safety Office, a division of the Tennessee Department of Safety and Homeland Security.
Plan ahead and plan for success. Put Lee Company on your team for all your facility and home maintenance needs. They are proud to be an official partner of the MTSU Blue Raiders and have serviced homes and businesses for 80 years. For the very best heating, air conditioning, plumbing, and electrical services, call Lee Company at 615-867-1000. Visit them at leecompany.com or call 615-867-1000.
Our Last 30 is no longer just your office copier supplier. We are now helping you create the modern office. Our cutting-edge solutions cover security systems, business phones, managed IT, and AV technology for your organization. We've teamed up with world-class partners to save you more through building services, and our U.S.-based specialists are your personal coaches, making sure you always have the highest degree of personalization.
Coming up in 3, 2, 1.
And welcome back to the Boulevard Bar and Grill. We're with Rick Insell live. We're talking Lady Raider basketball. Stay with us after this hour. Coming up, Nick McDevitt live. Coming up talking men's basketball. They're on a run as well, playing very well. And I see you, Rick, talking to Nick right here just a minute ago. You guys, you follow the men's team a lot. You're very close.
Well, we don't miss a play when we're not playing. We're watching on the ESPN Plus or the CBS. But, you know, we're all family.
Yeah.
We got to pull for each other. Nick pulls for us. We pull for him. I think some of his guys are dating some of my girls, or maybe it's the other way around. My girls are dating some of his guys. I don't know. You know, but,
maybe you're better off not knowing.
Probably are. Probably are.
Probably
and
right.
him too, to be honest with you.
Well, 2 games coming up this week. This is the last home week of the season. Last trip into Murphy Center on Thursday night against New Mexico State, and then Saturday against UTEP. And it's kind of time to start thinking about the seniors, and it becomes emotional, especially Rick, with a senior class that's got to be one of the best you've ever had.
Well, we won't really talk about the seniors until we get through with New Mexico State and UTEP.
Yeah.
You know, I kind of preach that. When we get through with them at that point, we'll let our guard down. But New Mexico State, they're tough. I mean, they took us to overtime. They did some things to us. We watched film today. Matter of fact, I buried one of my closest friends today, Joe.
Oh, did you really?
Oh, yeah, it's tough. It's tough. I spent a lot of time with that guy, but he spent a lot of time with me. And but anyway, they're a good team. They got one of the best players in the conference, a pro. And right now, Tom, and I saw Tom and Kim was there this morning about 6:30 breaking down film. And that's what we got with our crew here.
Your staff is
I'm
terrific.
Yeah. They'll we'll get ready for them, and of course I think they're coming in a day early too. They're coming in and they won't know if they can shoot in our gym. Sure, they can shoot in our gym. You know, I don't blame them. They're trying to get a championship too. They're trying to get in them top 4 seeds, and I don't blame them for doing what they do.
That's interesting, Rick. Talk about that, because all of you have to theoretically work with each other, help each other.
It's supposed to work like that,
I mean, that's
Joe.
the way it's supposed to go.
It seems that we have a problem when we go places, but we don't give nobody any hassle when they come to us. When we're not practicing and the guys are not there, the gym, we open it up for them. But it seems that when we go places, that they give us 7 o'clock late shoot-arounds. We should be on the same page. We got to battle for that. We got to battle for that.
Yeah. I think, does that come with being number one?
Absolutely. They do anything to break our rhythm. They do anything. I've never have played that game. Cut the lights off. Don't cut them on. Don't give you balls that they use out on the rec center. That you can just name all kinds of things that goes on. This group's pretty good. We've got a couple in there, but just have to live with it and go on.
Yeah. You've got a group that seems to roll with the flow pretty well. I haven't been with you this year, and you've got players that when things don't go the way they're supposed to, and I've been around teams, if you get out of routine at all, it goes sideways. Everything goes bad. This team, even though maybe they struggled early in a game, didn't get off to a great start, they seem to right the ship and get themselves together.
Well, I think you got to go back again to your staff. You got Matt, you got Tom, you got Kim, you got Nina. Those scouts that they've got, they're right on top of them. I noticed the other night at La Tech, I think Nina had the La Tech scout.
Yep.
And then she was right there at the end of the game. Maybe we're up 4 or 6, something like that. Nina's in there with the pen. It's not Matt, it's Nina drawing up what's going on. This is what they're going to go to right on down the line. That's what I'm looking for. That's what I like.
Yeah, and this is a staff that's
well, you didn't hire them to sit on their hands.
Right.
You hired them to go out and do what we can do to win basketball games. Recruit quality athletes, quality students, and then and be able to practice, be able to run a practice, and then take that practice to the playing floor.
I don't think people understand. You talk about the scout. Somebody has a scouting report, and I'm blessed to get the scouting report for each team. It's sent to me as well. It's very detailed. It's every single player. It's every single offensive and defensive look that a team has. It's a very detailed thing that all of your players have to go through for every game.
Well, Tom Hodges works in the background, and he is privy to, we've got 2 different groups that we were able to, Next Level Club provides for that, we're able to buy into, that gives us every pass, every dribble, every shot, every movement of every team and player that we're going to play this year. And Tom and Matt get together on that. Like Kim's got the New Mexico State. Well, Kim right now is working hand in hand with Tom. Then I think Nina's got the UTEP game. Well, as soon as that game's over with Thursday night, Tom won't be down here at the Boulevard. He'll be breaking game film down with Nina.
Yep.
And they'll be getting us ready to play UTEP. And then Nina, besides that, on the side, she's kind of in charge of also what's going on with her seniors. So it's a full week for all of us. And this is kind of what we wanted, how we wanted to start this week out, with a full house.
Yep, got a full house here. Loving it here at the Boulevard Bar and Grill. We're going to take a break. We'll come back. Darren Park's going to join you with a couple of our players. I think it's going to be Cab and Alina. I think that's the case. They're going to join us here in just a moment. This is Lady Raider basketball from Van Wagner.
I've had my eye on this sports car for a while. It's not a must-have, more like a would-be nice to have.
We all have things we hope to get someday. With great auto loan rates from Ascend, we're here to help make your someday soon.
Well, guess what? I'm about to be very nice to myself. Call me Mr. Nice Guy.
Ascend Federal Credit Union. Apply online today.
Not feeling well and need to see a doctor? Find the care you need now at Ascension St. Thomas. We're here with 24/7 ER care, same-day care, and walk-in urgent care for broken bones, sprains, allergies, sore throats, and more. Visit ascension.org/St. Thomas Care to get the right care at the right place at the right time. Serving Middle Tennessee State University, Murfreesboro, and surrounding communities.
Switching is easy. You do it all the time. You switch on the lights, you switch on TV channels, and you can switch and save with State Farm. Hello, I'm State Farm Agent Deb Insell, and I can switch you over so you can start saving today. My team and I are ready to welcome you to State Farm Neighborhood. It's easy to switch and save. Just give me a call at 931-684-5274. When you want the real deal, like a good neighbor, State Farm is there.
The MTSU Alumni Association is proud of more than 130,000